Hello and welcome to TVC News. This Vice President Kashim Shettima will lead Nigeria's delegation to the 2024 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting scheduled for the 21st to 26th of October in the Pacific island of Apia in Samoa. Vice President is expected to join King Charles of England and other world leaders from 56 member countries for the first meeting. For this, they will deliberate on the theme One Resilient Common Future, Transforming Our Commonwealth. In a press statement, this was made known in a press statement signed by the Vice President's media aide. The Vice President will participate in the People's Forum organized by the Commonwealth Foundation for people to engage with leaders on global development issues. And to the war against drugs, operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have arrested 2 businessmen and a Canada-based nurse at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos for attempting to import and export cocaine pallets and parcels of loud. In a statement by Director, Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, one of the suspects who claimed to be importing fish into Nigeria from Thailand, excreted 5 big-sized wraps of cocaine weighing 400 grams. Another suspect, a 26-year-old businessman returning from Brazil via Addis Ababa, was arrested during the inward clearance of passengers. A total of 162,000 bottles of codeine-based syrup were intercepted from 2 containers at the Apapa seaport in Lagos, and at least 7,200,000 pills of illicit drugs have also been seized from a watch-list container from India in Onne, River State. NDLEA operatives arrested other suspects in raids across Bauchi, Ondo, Edo, and Lagos State. Let's turn our attention now to Imo State, where the anti-kidnapping unit of the police command has dislodged a suspected IPOB camp at Nempi Oru West local government, arresting 29 suspects. In a statement by the police public relations officer, Henry Okoye, the operation was carried out following the confession of one of the key suspects who was apprehended last month at the headquarters of Oru West local council area. According to the police, some of the items recovered during the operation include 4 pump action guns, 2 locally made revolver, 5 locally made pistols, and 3 AK-47 machine. The police say investigation and efforts are ongoing to apprehend the manufacturers of the locally made guns. Here in Lagos State, it's 4 years since the End SARS nationwide protest. Protesters in near small numbers converged on the Lekki tollgate earlier today, but they were dispersed and arrested by the police officers with heavy presence at the scene. A few hours later, the police public relations officer mentioned on social media that the arrested protesters have been released. The presence of security officers is ensuring that there is free flow of vehicular movement at the tollgate. Nigerian youths had called for an end to police brutality in 2020 by demanding the disbandment of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, among others. Let's take you to Ondo State, where Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos has asked leaders and members of the All Progressives Congress to work for the victory of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa in the 16th November governorship election. Governor Sanwo-Olu spoke at the Southwest Governors meeting with APC key players in Akure. He advised party members to be united ahead of the election. In the meantime, Governor of Ekiti State, Abiodun Oyebanji, also emphasized that all hands must be on deck to ensure that the APC remains the ruling party in Ondo State.
It's for all of us to agree, no matter what is behind us, what is ahead of us is more than what is behind us. And that is forward ever, backward never. And with the faces that I've seen this evening, the message must go round from Ondo North to Ondo South, from Ondo Central to know is the entire leadership of APC coming to encourage you, coming to appease with you, coming to support you, because you cannot get any other leadership support other than this. Mr. President is fully aware of what we're doing here.
Have been impacted by flash floods, and the state government has started to assess the damage in the region. The Commissioner for Environment stated that this assessment is important for providing timely support and sufficient relief to those affected. Joseph Kunde has details in this report.
The state government has been preparing for flooding, but some communities are still facing challenges. This has prompted Commissioner of Environment Ben Ololo and other officials to visit these areas to evaluate the situation. In parts of Yenagoa, some neighborhoods are now hard to reach because of floodwaters caused by garbage-blocking drains. The situation is worse in Biseni, where some homes and roads have been deserted due to the overflow from the Orachi River.
Some persons parking out of their homes to look for higher grounds where they can put up makeshift accommodation to stay. So that comes with its own challenges. They will need insecticide-treated tents. They will need some level of support to continue living there pending when the water recedes so that they can go back to their homes and live their normal life.
One fish farmer has had to drain his ponds as the water level rise.
We have no alternative than to harvest our fishes, if not to run at a loss. That is what the flood has done us. It has ravaged our communities.
The state government is working on plans to help those affected by the flooding.
Issues of flood, of course, natural disasters. We are all aware that the Lagdo Dam was also released from Cameroon, and of course, part of the flood you're seeing from these rivers as a result of those waters that have been released. We are hopeful that this report will not only get to His Excellency the Governor, but will also, by extension, get to Mr. President, so that the needful can be done in terms of ecology funds. If those funds from the federal government are used judiciously, which, if they come and do it, I believe strongly that the people of Biseni will not suffer this hardship that happens.
Going from here, we are going to carry out a sensation campaign, which we have been doing already. We've been on air, trying to stand people of the need why they should keep the environment clean, take responsibility of the environment, and ensure waste are dumped at government-approved receptacles.
While many residents fear the waters will rise further, they hope it will not be as catastrophic as the floods in 2022. Joseph Kunde, TVC News, Biseni.